Alright guys, this is a training on using a blower. I know it sounds like a simple laugh out loud sort of attitude on it, but there's two or three little factors that I want you to take in here. Okay, one is it's a two-stroke engine, so it takes the green one. If you're not sure, look at the instructions under the guides, follow suit. That is a two-stroke engine, as you would have known under tools and fixes. We've got our worker over there just getting ready to put gloves on, masks and eyes. So eyes protect, mask here, no dust in your eyes and mouth, even in your ears if you want. Put the earmuffs on for two reasons: dust in your ears, but that thing rings a bell. So high decibels constantly, work safety issue. We're going to make sure you work safe, guys. So PPE is very important. Personal protective equipment, guys. Alright, so we're going to do a rubbish removal later, and I've asked my worker to put on 2 pair of gloves. Keep himself nice and safe. Alright, so this is a tutorial focused on the blower. Now we have 1 or 2 different ways of blowing. You can use the weed whacker, the whipper snipper. Have a look at whipper snipper. But you can use this as a blower, and you can basically blow with this. We'll get Bonfield to example that for you, so that way when you're on site you know your capabilities of a tool. We don't expect you to be using this as a professional manner, but we'll just get Bonfield to warm up this engine, connect the CB joint, just warm that up, and show them an example with this unit just in there, just on the leaves. Just bluff that as like a blow. You can see a blower on that level. Okay, so guys, this is not a tip that we would use on a regular scale. This is if you've done a really good job, you've blown everywhere, and you're saying goodbye to customer, and on the pathway, you've left 5 meters or 2 meters or 1 meter, and you don't want to get the broom, and you've got the whipper snipper in your hand. This is when time is money and you think smart. You get the blower and you just hit those leaves there. See those leaves there? Everything else is clean. You've done a good job and you've left that. You get the whacker, if it's in your hand, and you try and tap it clean. Or you've done the edging and you've got grass on the fence everywhere. Just go and tap it one more time and you'll clean it right out, guys. So it is a handy tool to use. We've got our worker here. He's just going to show a quick little bluff on what it does with how you just do a quick blowout. Just walking through here. So have a look, guys. He's just going to blow it somewhere, he doesn't know where, but there you go. Alright, perfect example, guys. It's not... Alright, fantastic, that will do. Kill the engine. Alright, so we got the 2-stroke engine there and a 2-stroke engine here. That's 2 blowers. We'll get Bonfield to show you the standard procedure of a blower. We've got one more blower in here, which is a blower in here, guys. If you can have a look, we've got another tool set in there that connects to the conventional unit. So you can either use this blower or that blower, the same thing applies, and we've got another few more. Bonfield will now show you an example of how to blow in a professional level of what's expected. Number 1 is make sure PPE. Number 2 is blowing from a doorway. So if the doorway is open, Bonfield will go up to the doorway and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, sir," whoever the client is, or even if you don't know their names, "Excuse me, we're just closing your front door so we can blow." That's it, and just close it kindly. Don't slam it and all the rest. So just close it and continue on. Don't blow when the doorway is open. You'll blow inside. Blow from the doorway first and foremost. When you start blowing, front, back, and nature. If you're at the back, do the back. When you're at the front, you make sure you blow the front and the back, if there is a decent back that needs blowing, of their doorways, guys. I won't reiterate this more than enough in the business. I've said it 100 times on training. Really important concept. You need to take this on board. This is your training. So Bonfield now is filling up this with 2 litre. He's just finished doing that. He'll prime it, send it from hot to cold, cold to hot, and get it started. Follow your tools on fixes as well. So he'll just give you an example how to blow the front, and I want it done anyway, so it needs to be done. We've got leaves everywhere. Alright, just stand by while Bonfield gets that started. We don't want to see anyone in a nervous position, and he starts that straight away. So example here, when you get this blower done in here, you can use the weed whacker as a rule of thumb. Okay, give it a prime thump, it's on empty, and give it a few fast pulls. Bang, bang, bang. Prime it a few times, hot, cold, pull it faster. 1, 2, 3, pulls fast. It'll start. Now, after 6 months training, yeah? So we're still learning, guys. This is part of a skill set of what we do. Alright, now if that's not the case, we have a concern of the spark plug or something. So that's in your tool fixes, guys. This will be in tools and fixes, alright? This goes to workers, to all the workers, guys. They can go back to the video and check this out. It's all for you guys. So Bonfield will just quickly blow that to the sides. But don't worry about it there. Just do from here, boys. Just do from here forward. From here forward. Leave that, we're going to make a mess. From here forward. Alright. Go, Phil. From there forward. Leave that. We're going to do that area. Follow my instruction, guys. Very important. I've stated to start from here forward. Not blow from there. So, okay. So, the first rule we do, Brian, is when we're on site, is we blow the front door. Just go close the door, blow out the front. That's the first and foremost position. Wherever you start, you always start at the front door, guys. I don't want you looking at me like I'm over here and I'll get there. No. You go straight to the front door and you proceed. That's your instructions, guys. Okay? You get the front door, you close the door, Bob Phil, or you're going to let stuff in my house. Very important. He's been here for 6 months and still finding that hard. So very important to make sure. Sorry, man, we just closed the door. Yep, we're going to close the door in a professional manner. And we're going to do our job in a professional manner. And we're going to blow out. So you start from the doorway, guys. Now, a blower seems interesting. Easy, huh? Anyone can just hold a blower. I mean, what's the point in this training? The whole point is that you probably go, what's the whole point in this blower training, man? Seriously. But at the end of the day, I'm running a professional business. And it needs to be done in a standard procedural manner. Synchronized, guys. If I say front door to the front, you do it and you go. You go to the back and you do the same thing. Simple as that. No more ifs or buts or whatever. This is for you guys. This is training. So Bonfield will come in here. Start from the door. He will close the door. And then he will blow left to right, left to right. Now, in a case scenario where it's windy and it's blowing all over the place, what do you do? What do you do? There are two things you can do. You can look at it and go, this could be a lawnmower situation. It's all leaves. Run the lawnmower over the grass and suck it up. Good idea. Number 2 solution on a windy day would be to get a rake and a broom. Hand tools are really interesting. You can do a lot with them. So a simple broom and a rake. The other thing you could do is you could fight the wind. Left, right, and you'll be silly like a clown all day. Or you could go with the wind. Pop it into a corner and trap it into a bundle and collect it. It's really up to you on productivity equals your demand. So Bonfield's productivity, hence in this blowing concept, would be 1 or 2 demerit points against you. In example, that front door over there was not closed after pure instructions and listening under professional video. But example, this is a good experience for you guys to realize what's right and what's wrong and what needs to be done. We hope this tutorial came interesting to you, and we'll see you guys on site and we'll train you. We'll show you the ropes. Don't stress.